Hello, friends! My name is LaikaDream, Creators Faction member in War Dragons and a streamer on Twitch. Today we will be joined by my friend, teammate, and valued member of my Twitch community, Phlony. He is going to be helping us learn how to fly Calavore.
Hi, I'm Phlony. I'm a teammate of Laika's. I am currently around level 530 and fly Verdant tier dragons, and I will be hitting level 110 towers for our video today.
Let's just go over Calavore's spells. Sin Eater, passive, yellow. Dragon always begins battle with full rage. Destroying a tower grants the dragon rage and restores health. Dirge, active, white spell, 1 rage. Deals 2500% of dragon's attack power, adds damage to target area. Cooldown 9 seconds. Crossover, active, white, 1 rage. Dragon cloaks for 1.5 seconds, gains 33% ammo, and is briefly slowed. After cloak duration, dragon deals 14% damage to nearby buildings. Duration 1.5 seconds. No cooldown. Burial Rites. Superheated breath turns shots into candy skulls. Consume after restores health and ammo. So Burial Rites will be alternating between Eulogy and Wake. Eulogy, active, white, 1 rage. Dragon gains 200% increased breath. Duration 3 seconds. Wake, active, red, 1 rage. Deals 10% of dragon's modified HP as damage to all nearby towers and freezes them for 3.5 seconds. Cooldown 2 seconds. It is important to note that while you have Wake active and going, it cancels out Eulogy and vice versa.
I was just thinking of trying to go a little bit more in depth on Calavore's spell specifically, because the way that his work together is very interesting and kind of goes together to make Calavore the way it is. For instance, is that damage buff, right? I said when you cast the Eulogy damage buff, when you cast the freeze spell afterwards, it cancels out the damage buff. However, if you use the damage buff and then you hit crossover because you have to dodge a super shot of some kind, mage, maybe a howitzer shot, whatever, your damage buff keeps going. So you can pop your damage buff, do some damage, hurry up, pop, crossover, and then if you auto attack to break cloak early, your damage buff is still active. So you can like spam some towers, hit crossover, spam more towers down. So the most sought after bonus for Calavore is Rage Regen. All hunters want ammo first, of course. So you typically want to go for ammo, which there's not as many runes and glyphs that have that bonus. So get as many of them as you can. And most of those also have a secondary or primary of providing rage. And then go for as much rage as you can. A lot of people really love Xandra on Calavore. That's what I use as well, with the 24% rage bonus that Xandra has. And then any other bonuses you want to go for would definitely be Hunter Attack. Do not put HP on a Hunter, please. Don't waste the slot on HP. Hunter HP, useless.
Okay, that's good to know.
8% HP bonus of nothing is still nothing.
Right, that makes sense.
So the gist of how I fly Calavore is if you have no defenders, I typically pop the 200% damage boost as I round the corner and just burst the front 3 towers down. Use crossover to blink out to dodge any random super shots and damage from any leftover towers. Then you can either use the freeze if there's no red mages, or you can just use crossover and dirge and normal auto attacks to take out the rest of the towers for that island. I typically, if you haven't used it already, throw away the freeze spell so that you can have your damage boost again on the front of the next kill island. Rinse and repeat. If you have defenders, dirge either the storm, earth, or ice turret respectively first. Use crossover to dodge super shots. Then use your damage boost and burst down as many towers as you can. Make sure you use crossover to dodge any mage shots or howitzer shots that come your way in the meantime. And then just cycle through your damage boost and dirge to kill all towers. So for 3 towers in the back, you have to make sure that they have the towers with the larger hitbox. So the Dark Flak, the Howie, Mage Towers, something like that. Compared to Lightning Towers have smaller hitboxes. So don't try to dirge 3 towers at once in the back of a long stretch, because you'll miss. Long story short.
Good to know. Thank you.
So I'm going to attack just random high-level bases,
And I'll follow
decent
you.
DP. Yeah, and then you can follow. And what I'll do is I will explain what I am doing as I do it, and I'll explain several different approaches to islands for Calavore, like the most effective methods that I have found or seen other people use for using Calavore as I go.
Sounds great.
All right, I am sending an invite now. So for the first method, I will use the damage boost right as Calavore rounds the corner. I'll pop it and immediately burst the first 3 towers and then dirge the back 2. The back 2 towers you can only dirge on that specific island. And then I cast the freeze so that I can have the damage boost again. Another common method is the dirge at the earth flak, blink out with crossover, and then pop the damage boost. As you get closer, oh, I got hit by the Howie. Oh well. But I tried to freeze it first. So you can pop the damage boost and then pop the freeze slightly later to freeze the back line because there was no red mage. So just as a kind of one-off for anybody that's listening, I typically don't use Calavore's freeze ability on towers except for on the long stretches. And that's usually only on the back stretch of towers. I normally throw it away as I'm ending a space just so that I can have full cooldown and readiness for the 200% damage boost as I go into another kill island.
So throw the freeze away so you can have more damage.
Essentially, yes.
Awesome.
Because with hunters, the name of the game is bursting towers down before they can do any damage to you. So this one has a really good setup, and I'll go through. This one has a storm tower and an earth flak on both of the front kill islands. So for this specific run, I'm going to try to do what I would do during a defended war run, which is you're definitely going to want to take out the storm and the earth flak first so that they can't shield during the damage boost. So for this one, I saw that the storm tower is in the back left corner. So I'm going to hurry up and I'm going to dirge it and cross over out, pop the damage boost and break the cloak. And then I'll freeze that fire turret and just kind of take that out leisurely. Now I have my damage boost. I'll pop dirge again and hit this earth flak. Try to take out 2 towers at the same time. I didn't because I missed. That's okay. I blinked out a little fast that time because the red mage was coming at me. So like that time I did pop the freeze to freeze the Howie and the ice flak so that they couldn't hit me. This time I'm going to throw it away though because I don't need it for the next. So it's just kind of hit or miss on whether or not, if they have a red mage on the back, definitely just hurry up and throw away the freeze and then get ready for a damage boost. Most of the time there's red mages on the front and the back, so most of the time the freeze ability just really isn't that effective on Calavore from my experience. Just kind of throw away. Potentially you can freeze a couple of annoying towers whenever you take out a red mage, but for the most part, I would focus on keeping your 200% damage boost off of cooldown as much as possible. All right, so this one's going to be interesting. So this is going to actually highlight one of the biggest areas where I struggle with Calavore, which is the very front of a full maxed out base. So I'm going to hit a level 635. The biggest problem is when they have the lightning towers on the back part of that far, very frontmost long stretch. Just the way that they're spread out, you can't really get a double hit on any of them with dirge, so you can't take out more than one at a time. And they tend to fire really far off, so they're kind of a pain. So this one will be fun. So for this one, I'm actually going to use the freeze to stop the tower, the perch from hitting me, just so that I can waste time and hit those lightning towers while they're still sitting back farther. There we go. That wasn't too bad. There's really no way to go through that without taking damage. At least not from my perspective. I've never been able to. This is the other method, is just to burst the front 3 down again, blink out, dirge the back 2 at the same time, throw away the freeze again. Again, they have the mage tower, so it's going to block anything. The big problem will be the Howie here. I lived a hit.
I saw that.
I got hit by the Howie and still lived. Surprise. Sliver of health, though. So this method really only works with the bursting down the front 3 if they do not have a shielding tower, so an earth or a storm tower. Otherwise, they'll tend to just shield it, and then you waste the damage boost, which pretty much kills Calavore every time. So I would always recommend dirging any earth, ice turrets, or storm towers. Otherwise, you just end up wasting the cooldown on the damage, and then you're just pretty much a sitting duck, and you're just wasting rage trying to avoid taking damage. This one looks fun. I'll see maybe if I can't find a solid level 500 plus that has that's online. See if we can't get some defenders. So the Earth Flak is in front. I'm going to dirge that, get rid of it. And then this one I can actually just damage boost the rest out. Use the freeze on the perch. Not that it matters. Just trying to get rid of it anyway. That one I did the Ice Flak just because it can be annoying, and then I can freeze the Earth later. If I had a defender, definitely go for the Earth Flak. Otherwise, you'll just, like I said, waste your damage buff on shielded towers. No. Lightning towers are the bane of Calavore's existence. Here we go. There's a 600 that's online. You never know. So this one has lightning tower, so I am definitely going to waste as much time as I can with this perch, because it's definitely better than taking all of the lightning tower damage. Another tactic you can actually do is, instead of using dirge on the front island, you can just immediately... See, I just did it. I just dirged the one lightning tower. I did it to myself. I'm fired. The lightning tower's in the middle. For some reason, there's a lightning tower in the middle. You just can't hit anything else if you send it right down the middle. All it will hit.
So you're saying if you want a good base setup, have a lightning tower in the middle.
It'll definitely mess with some people. Like me, for sure. I tend to go from habit a lot, so I'll do something like that, and then I'll be like, and I know I'm not supposed to do that after I do it, so... Yeah. Plus, you should just, have 3 lightning towers back there anyway, because lightning towers. I'm a huge advocate for those. A defender. Nice. Earth Flak was in the back right this time. Oh, that's another big thing. And that goes for all hunters. Make sure that you always pay attention to where everything is. And obviously this is their base, so they have a lot more super shots. So I used a lot of crossover that one. But it worked out. With Calavore, it's definitely all about reaction time to super shots. Just making sure that you can dodge as many of them as possible, because if he gets rage drained, you're going down. It's all over.
Good job. Good flight.
Thank you. That was a pretty good run.
Phlony, thank you for everything. Thank you so much for teaching us how to properly fly Calavore.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much for watching. Huge shout out to my friend Phlony for helping us learn how to fly Calavore. Again, my name is LaikaDream, a streamer on Twitch. Head on over to my channel and come be a part of my awesome community. Bye!